Spanish winger Bryan Gil has admitted that he was not physically ready for the Premier League following his underwhelming few months at Tottenham. Big things were expected of the 21-year-old when he made a £21.6 million move to North London from Sevilla in the summer, a deal which also saw Eric Lamela heading the other way. But despite showing early signs of promise, Gil flattered to deceive, and did not manage to score or create an assist in his 9 Premier League appearances, the majority of which saw him coming off the bench. On deadline day he sealed a loan move to Valencia for the rest of the season, where he has looked much more like the player Spurs were hoping to sign. Speaking to Spanish publication AS, Gil acknowledged that his performances in England were not up to the standard expected of him. But he believes that his strength is now improving, and hopes if he returns to Spurs he will do so in better shape. In the Premier League, training sessions are very physical, very hard, and that has helped me not to feel fatigue now, Gil said. The physical level of the Premier League, shows a lot, really. It is a slightly higher level of intensity. I physically noticed it. The adaptation for me was difficult. It is a very physical football, back and forth. Being there has been good for me, even if I didn't play what I wanted. I am more mature. I changed habits like eating. I had a chef at home and I gained 2 kilos. Even so, I noticed that it was not enough for the physical level that exists in the Premier League. In Valencia I continue to work hard on endurance, physicality, in case I have to come back, to be prepared. It is not yet clear whether or not Gil will go back to Tottenham in the summer, or whether the club will be tempted to cut their losses or move on. Gil himself appears much happier at Valencia, and added, "Every player needs and wants to have continuity, feel important. Here in Valencia I am feeling it from the first day. That shows on the field, in training, the attitude. You see football with another face. You always have to be ready in case you have to live the other part, and I lived it in London. Not playing affects you on a day-to-day basis, obviously, because you are sadder and more downcast. But it is part of football and you have to accept it. And the experience in London has been good for me. Being in another country, playing in another league, going through complicated personal situations far from home. These are small steps that you have to take and that make you mature. I'm young, but in football there is no age and you have to assimilate each situation as best you can." With Spurs having signed Dejan Kulusevski in January, Gil may find it even tougher to earn a regular starting spot at Spurs in the future. But there is no doubting his untapped talent, and it will be intriguing to see what Antonio Conte decides to do with the youngster.